Alright, y'all. We're going to open up some talismans as usual. We are going to talk about the skills. Hope I get something good for once. When I put together these talismans to happen, I feel like I might have accidentally confirmed one before loading it up to 5, so we might have less than 46 this time. Yeah, we do. Which sucks, but I see a lot of red, so I'm into that. Let's see if we get anything good. Paralysis Resistance, Speed Sharpening. Speed Sharpening is good. Neither of these rolled high enough to be worth anything, but y'all know how I feel about resistances. Resistances are tier 1 gems. Too easy to slot. Windproof Ballistics. I mean, Windproof... That sucks that it's a rarity 7. Ballistics is very good for bowguns, but when you're using a bowgun, you're probably too far away for needing windproof anyway, and windproof is already really niche, so this is kind of a wasted rarity 7. Okay, this is pretty good. Recoil down and spare shot together. Bowguns, both of these are for bowgun, which is what makes it good. And spare shot is really good for like sticky ammo or slicing ammo builds. Being able to get 2 of it on your talisman is pretty good. And recoil down is just a nice thing to have, especially because some of those guns have really high recoil on them, and getting recoil down as just a nice quality of life thing can be really nice. This is totally usable. I wish it had better slots, but totally usable. Bubbly Dance 2, Stun Resist. Y'all know how I feel about resistances, but Stun Resist actually has a place as a more generic build item than a lot of the other resistances. I still don't look for it, though. And 2 on Bubbly Dance is decent, but no slots, so you wouldn't really look for this. I know I have way better Bubbly Dance ones already. Okay. Stamina Surge is a really good skill for a few of the stamina-dependent ones, like Dual Blades. It even has a place in some Insect Glaive builds, because you can regen some amount of your stamina, and this makes it regen faster, as you can see. You can regen some stamina while flying through the air, in order to keep your aerial stuff a little more consistent. So 2 ranks of it is good, but only a tier 1 slot is like, this is usable, but you can get way better. Oh shit. My fat finger double clicked. That looked like a Slugger 2 with a free meal. I didn't see the slots. I like Slugger a lot. If it has good slots, that might be worth it. I like free meal a lot as a quality of life skill. Water Attack Botanist. Botanist is fine. Neither of these rolled high enough, and the elemental attacks are all tier 1 slots, so getting them on your talisman is not great. This is really bad. Defense boost 2 diversion with 2 slots. This is interesting because the 2 slots actually make this kind of okay. It makes this versatile. If you're playing a lance build or something, you could slot in 2 guards or something into that, and keep the diversion. If you're longsword, you could slot in 2 quick sheaths, which is good. So this is usable for the versatility, but the skills on it are not amazing. Like, if that was defense boost 3, I'd be like, okay, generic, decent thing, it's fine. But it's really the slots on it that make this worth anything. Wide range, Blight Resistance. Y'all know how I feel about resistances in general. Wide range is really about support builds, being able to make your items affect other people around you. 2 ranks of it ain't bad, but seeing as how this is rarity 5, we could have got a lot better. Counter-Strike 3 with Evade Window. It's wild that this has all 3 ranks of Counter-Strike. We've talked about Counter-Strike being very niche. The fact that it's paired with Evade Window is really funny to me and not a great pairing because you kind of want to get hit with Counter-Strike. And Evade Window helps you not get hit. But getting all 3 ranks of it on the Talisman by itself is pretty cool. Y'all know I like Divine Blessing. Divine Blessing is a really nice quality of life skill. But with Water Attack and only 1 rank, not really worth using. Evade Window 2 with Leap of Faith. I like Evade Window. Y'all know I'm not a Leap of Faith person. Being able to jump Superman dive towards monsters is never something I think about wanting to do. Especially with Wirefall now. Like, and the other Wirebug things. It's so easy to quickly move out of the way in ways that Leap of Faith isn't really needed. Even in those couple cases you might use it. But no slots also makes this not great for use, but a bunch of red. Here we go. Damn it. Recovery up and Dragon Attack. The 3 slot is good. I wish this was not Dragon Attack. I wish this was almost anything. I wish both of these skills were other skills. These are... Dragon Attack is too niche. Though I suppose there might be some good Dragon Attack builds with the new Valstrax armor. Giving you some ways to get, like, crazy Dragon Attack buffs. But Recovery Up just makes your potions do more. It's not really something you're looking for. So the 3 slot is good if you really need a 3 slot. But it is really unfortunate that we didn't get some better skills on this. Wide range 1. Reload speed 1. The 1-2 slot is okay. If this was 2 slots, maybe. But we had higher wide range rolled on a lower tier gem. Like, that's really unfortunate. This isn't very good. Ammo up 1 with a 1 slot. If this had a 2 slot on it, I would say this is totally usable. Ammo up is pretty good. Especially for, again, those, like, sticky ammo or slicing ammo builds. But only 1 rank of it, and only a tier 1 slot means this is kind of too underpowered. My god! Another Dragon Attack up. We don't care about Elementals up. With Carving Pro, everybody's favorite skill that basically doesn't need to exist. The 3 slot is good, but again, there's just no real synergy, nothing you're looking for off of this. Recovery up with Speed Eating. Funny enough, this is actually a combo. Recovery up makes your items, like your potions, heal you more. And Speed Eating makes you use them faster. So this actually pairs up well. And it has a tier 2 slot, which is okay. I would never run this. But, it's at least on the way to a support build. Ice Resistance, don't care. Hellfire Cloak is cool. Getting that on a Talisman is okay, because it's a tier 3 gem. Tier 3 decoration. But no slots on here makes it kind of meh. Bludgeoner with Speed Sharpening. Bludgeoner is a cool skill. There's ways to get Bludgeoner builds with some really high attack power on, like, green sharpness weapons. There might even be a way to do that with the Rampage weapons, with their various sharpness types. Which, getting a raw 10% attack power is big. I wish it had rolled higher. Speed Sharpening is cool, but it's a cool skill. And Speed Sharpening going with it is good, because once you fall out of green, you basically need to sharpen. You don't want to be in yellow. So getting that Speed Sharpening is helpful. Dang it! If that wasn't Fire Resist, if that was something else, this could have been good. Speed Sharpening is a really good tier 1 decoration. And getting the tier 2 and the tier 1 slot on here is decent. But the Fire Resist just makes it, like, not good enough. You can just get better stuff so easily. Another Resistance we don't care about. I do like Part Breaker. Breaking apart gives you a flinch, and flinches are always helpful. but it's hard to build for it. It's more of a extra thing in most cases, in my opinion. So this is underpowered, not great. Again, poison resist, like, resistances, man. 1 resentment. Resentment is a cool skill, especially if you can get it to 25 attack. Resentment is like a better version of Counter-Strike to me in a lot of ways. Because there are things that'll trigger it outside of actually getting hit. You already ate and I'm still going? It's only been like 10 minutes. Counter-Strike makes you get hit and knocked over. Resentment, if a monster has like an aura that hurts you a little bit, it can trigger resentment in a way that is helpful. So I think it's just a better Counter-Strike, but again, not really rolled high enough here. Attack boost is amazing on basically every build. Stun resist, again, is fine, but rolled really low, so not great. I still hate Master Mounter. I think this is a dumb skill. I get it, kinda, but it doesn't seem good. The 2 Constitution with the 2 slot is decent, though. You can make this 3 Constitution, which is really good on a lot of the stamina-intensive weapons. This is usable, but you can get better. Okay, recovery up wide range with a tier 3 and a tier 1. I wish the wide range had rolled higher. But again, recovery up and wide range do technically combo a little bit. This could be usable for your support build, especially because the tier 3 slot gives you an opportunity to put Mushroommancer in here. 1 Mushroommancer decoration. So this one might actually be usable, surprisingly enough, for a support build. But I'm never gonna build that, so I'll leave it up though, because that's kind of decent. Flinch free with fire attack. Flinch free 1 is amazing. You want it on any build you're doing playing multiplayer, basically, especially if you're a melee weapon user. But fire attack, who cares? Man. Defense boost in Counter-Strike. Alright. We had Counter-Strike 3 on like a rarity 5 gem earlier. Or Talisman earlier. This is just rolled too low to be worth it, even if you're doing a Counter-Strike build. You can only get this to Counter-Strike 2 with those slots, so not really worth it. This is kind of bad. Critical Eye 1 with 3 1 slots. If this was Critical Eye 2 or 3, this would be usable, but only 1 pip makes it too low power. That's really unfortunate. I like Rapid Morph a ton. Rapid Morph is like the best. Especially as a Switch Axe person. Sleep Attack, also pretty decent, seeing as how that's a tier 2 decoration. I wish this had a slot on it to help you out, but if you're doing a sleep-based Switch Axe or sleep-based Charge Blade, this is usable. Recovery Speed with Windproof. You can get Recovery Speed 3 on this, which is okay with the slots, but again, Windproof only really useful in a couple very specific fights, and not really great anyway. And the 2 1 slots, like, I guess you can make this Recovery Speed 3 Windproof 2, but Resistances, why? This is another really unfortunate one. If this was better skills, it would be good. Muck Resistance with Wirebug Whisper and a tier 3. I'm surprised this isn't rarity 7 with a tier 3 slot in it. I like Wirebug Whisper on some builds a lot. But Muck Resistance is only good for like 2 fights. And it's tier 1 to slot in if you really want it for those fights, so not really worth it. The versatility of this is okay if you're looking for that tier 3 slot, but if Wirebug Whisper had been 2, Even without muck resistance, I'd be way happier about this gem. Or this talisman. Heartbreaker 2, Wirebug 1, with a rarity 3. If this had, like, 2 tier 2 slots on it, and was rarity 7, I would be like, oh my god, we got some gold here. But no. No. Fire attack is bad. Guard is decent. Though I like guard up more. Because guard reduces impact, which is cool. It can make, the impact reduction can make you get opportunities to counter some moves that you otherwise might not be able to. But it also it does not work with Anchor Rage, for Lance at least, so I never like running it. Fortify Bombardier, wow. Fortify gets worse the better you get at the game. The slots on this are amazing. If this was other skills, man. I feel like I just have the worst luck with rarity 7s. I will get great slots with bad skills, or I will get okay skills with bad slots. That's it. There's no good and good for me. This is bad. Constitution 1, Blight Resistance 1 with a 2 slot. We had a better Constitution, like very similar to this talisman earlier with Constitution 2 in it. So this isn't really worth it. Ice Resistance, you all know how I feel about resistances. I like Evade Window, but nothing rolled high enough to be usable on this one. Focus 1 with a 1 slot. What? How is this rarity 7? Focus is only a tier 2 decoration. I don't know how this is rarity 7. Focus is pretty good. This looks like a rarity 4 gem talisman to me. This looks like a rarity 4 to me. Whatever. Speed Eating 2 with Bludgeoner. Doesn't really combo well, but Speed Eating 2 is decent if you're trying to eat quickly, as we've talked about. And getting 2 of it is decent if you need it for a support build. It opens up your armor pieces so you can really focus on wide range in there, I guess. But not great. Another wide range Constitution. This looks better than the Focus one to me. Like, this looks like a better talisman than that rarity 7 Focus one, but still a bad talisman. Windproof 2 artillery with no slots? Come on, game. Artillery is amazing. If you are running gun lance at all, get artillery. You want artillery. Just straight up. Unfortunately, this is a bad talisman for it, but artillery as a skill, run it on your gun lance. You want it. And then our last one, Evade Window 1 Leap of Faith. This is a bad pull. We got a really bad pull. This one, because of the slots, I think you can make this decent for support. You can get a Mushroom Mancer into it with the slot is basically why. And this one is okay because as a gunner one, this gets you four of the 4 skills that help you. And Spare Shot is a pretty good one and really opens up a lot of armor pieces for you. That's it, everybody. That was a bad pull. Hi everyone, I just wanted to invite you to come hang out with me on twitch.tv/thatneilj, where you can watch these openings happen live. Sometimes I'll open up my lobbies to do hunts with viewers, and you can even choose which weapon I'm going to go to each hunt with. Thanks.